Good morning, Year 6. I hope that you're safe and well and that you had a fantastic half term, that you really had a lovely time with your family and managed to get out. I know it was a bit rainy and windy, but I hope you managed to get out for a few walks and had a lovely time. So, we're back on a Monday. Can't believe it. I know I always say I can't believe how quickly the weeks go. Can't believe how quickly half term goes. But anyway, we're back to a new half term and it's really exciting because we're starting lots of new topics this week. We are in Maths and English continuing with our monster unit and with our decimal work. Look behind me, I've got a whiteboard in my house now. Very excited. So I'm going to try and explain the maths today using my whiteboard like I would in the classroom. However, I'm not sure how well it all works. You'll have to let me know if you found it more useful or whether you preferred me using the paper. But so in maths, we're carrying on with decimals. And in English, we are carrying on with monsters this week. But then we've got a very, very special English topic next week. And today also we have got music. So we have got lots of lovely things for you today. So it's a Monday morning. Gospel Assembly with Mr. Carey. So click on the link on the School Life page and watch the Gospel Assembly with Mr. Carey. And then we are going to do our maths. Okay, so what we are looking at today is dividing by tens, hundreds and thousandths. Now I say last week, but you know it's the week before half term. So the week before half term, we multiplied by tens, hundreds and thousandths. So today we are dividing. So this is just the opposite of what we did for multiplying. So you should be superstars at this. I know a lot of you did really well with the multiplying. So dividing is the same, but the opposite way. So shall I have a go on my whiteboard? Don't laugh at me if I get it wrong, okay, Year 6? Okay, we're learning together. So, I'm still in the page, so we're going okay. So we have got our place value chart here, and we have got our thousandths, and we have got our hundredths, we've got our tens and our ones, okay? And then we've got our decimal place, and we've got our tenths, our hundredths, and our thousandths. And I've got two questions here for you to answer. So we have got 327 divided by 10. And then we're going to do 31.5 divided by 100. So if we are dividing by a number, we are making that number bigger or smaller. What are we doing? If we're dividing, we are making it smaller, aren't we? So that might give you a bit of a clue into what way we are moving this number on the place value chart. So have a little look. So we have got 327 divided by 10. I'm going to change the colour of my whiteboard pen. See, it's going well so far, isn't it? And how many places am I going to move it? Well, I'm going to look at that 0 and I'm going to say there's 1 0 there. So I'm going to move it one place, okay? And we are going to move it. It's going to get smaller, so it is going to move to the right. So let's have a little look. So if we move that 7 to the tenths, okay? And then we move the 2 to the ones, and then we're going to move the 3 to the tenths, okay? We have got our answer. We have got 32.7. Now remember when we were multiplying, we had a number sentence that we completed. So if we are dividing by 10, the number moves one place to the right because it's getting smaller on the place value chart, okay? So it's getting smaller, so it's moving to the right. So are you going to be able to tell me how we do this next one? I think you might be able to. We have got 31.5 and we are going to divide it by 100. So I wonder how many places are we going to move this? It's going to get smaller because it's a division. So we are going to move it 2 places to the right. Okay, shall we have a go, Year 6? So we have got the 5. So I'm going to go under for this one, just so it doesn't make a mess on the place value chart. 1, 2. So we'll put the 5 in the thousandths column, okay? And then we are going to move the 1 across, okay? So we're going to move that 2 places to the right as well. Or 1, 2, and we put our 1 there, okay? And now we're going to move that 3 over, so let's move that 2 places. 1, 2, and that 3 goes there. Okay, so I'm going to put my decimal there. So we have got 3 tenths, 100ths, and 5 thousandths. Now, we need to add something to that number, don't we? We need to add. What do we need to add, Year 6? I can hear you shouting at me. I know what you are saying. We need to put a placeholder there, don't we? Okay, so we need to put that 0 there, and we have got our answer. So we have got 0.315 as our answer. And we have moved, because we are dividing by 100, we have moved that number 3 places to the right. Okay, I think you've probably got that. Now, what if we were dividing by 1,000? How many places that would that be? So if I write 1,000 there, we have got 3 zeros. 1, 2, 3. So how many places to the right do you think that might be? I think you know. So it would go 3 places to the right. So hopefully you won't have any trouble doing that today. And it will show you on the White Rose learning page, okay, how to do that on the place value chart as well. So follow that link really carefully and watch it. Pause it, rewatch it. Watch what I've explained here. And remember, when we are dividing a number, we are making it smaller, okay? We're not making it bigger, we're making it so it's moving to the right of the place value chart. Okay, guys. So do the first sheet, and if you feel that you are confident enough, have a go at the second sheet as well. Brilliant. Okay, well done. Right. That went okay, didn't it? Felt like I was back in the classroom with you then. All right, hopefully it won't be very long now, Year 6, till we're all back together. Now, English. So, we are carrying on with our monster activity. Oh my goodness gracious. You are trying to scare me again, Year 6. I'm not the bravest, as you all know, and it doesn't take much to get me scared, but some of the language you've been using and some of the descriptions of your swamp monsters have had me slightly terrified, I have to say. So, really well done on all of the work that you've done so far on your swamp monster. The illustrations and the descriptions and the features and the characteristics of everything you have done. Your language is just superb. Oh my goodness, I was so excited when I read everything that you did. So the exciting, the brilliant, the wonderful time comes now, Year 6, is that we are going to, excuse me, something just clicked onto my computer and I don't know what happened then, so please excuse me for that bit. The really, really super bit, the bit that you can really let your imagination run wild with, is you are writing an explanation text about your swamp monster. Okay, so before we write anything, as always, we need to do a planning sheet. So we are on activity 8 of the planning sheet, all right? So there's activity 8. And you will see, can you remember there was that toolkit right at the beginning that you read? Okay, and it was broken into sections, and it says if you are writing an explanation text, these are the things that you need to include to make that reader want to read a little bit more. So this plan has broken it into those sections. So you've got the title of the monster, some of the names, wow, that you have been doing, so that's so great. So the title of the monster, an opening hook. So sometimes when I feed back to you, I'll say, you really hooked me, you really got me, you really, really got me. I wanted to read on further. That's what the opening hook is. Why do I want to read about this swamp monster? Oh, there's so many swamp monsters out there. What makes this one really special, or really scary, or really friendly and lovely? It was nice, year 6, that some of you made them really friendly monsters. That made me happy. You do what you want. Okay, so we have got the opening hook. Now, we've got some side headings here about the habitat, appearance and diet, and then we've got warnings and advice for the reader. Now, if we go back to, let me just see which activity number that was, activity 6. Can you remember when you had those pictures and it was broken down into these sections? I know that a lot of you had a lot of fun describing all of these characteristics. Well, that planning sheet doesn't include all of those, so like friends, enemies, weapons, power. And we had a lot of fun with this question mark, thinking about what else you could write about, any extra information. And should you be cautious when you approach the swamp monster? I need to know stuff like that, year 6. Okay, so have a look at that. Use the information that you've done already. Remember, year 6, what I say to you. We do work for a reason. We build on our work so that we can do our fantastic writing. Now, we've had a week's holiday, so our brains might be a little bit switched off. So go back in your work. Go back and have a look at the whole of this topic before you do this. Have a good read through it and see what amazing work, because you'll think, oh my gosh, I remember that. I'm going to use that in my plan. So these headings here, now they might not be exactly what's in here, so change it. You don't have to stick to this. This is your swamp monster. Okay, this is yours. It belongs to you. So you write about whatever you want to. Now, I don't want side headings, do I? Can you remember we looked at topic sentences? So to draw that reader in even more, some of the topic sentences that you produced were superb. So you might want to say something about the swamp monster, about how it eats everything in its sight, and then talk about its diet, all right? So get those topic sentences that really want to introduce the paragraph and make you read more. So today, you are focusing on activity 8. Get those thesauruses out, get those dictionaries out, use that extensive vocabulary, all right? Those really super exciting, complex sentences, yeah? Really get a lot of description in there, year 6, okay? And use those resources to help you. So there is your planning for today. I don't think it'll be too hard to guess what you might be doing tomorrow. But we'll talk about that tomorrow. Do your planning sheet. Get lots of information out of it. Read back what we have done so far. That's really, really important. You know, I always say, use what we've learned already. That's why we do it, is to help you in your writing. Oh, I cannot wait. Oh, I had to wait a week to be able to tell you this. It really wasn't fair. So have a great time. Okay, so that is your English. So that's this morning's lessons. And then Monday afternoon, we've got the whole school music topic as always. So today we are focusing on a composer called Benjamin Britten, okay? So what I want you to do is I want you to read the Learn About PowerPoint about him, and then complete the creative response, okay? And then there's a quiz for you. And I know a lot of you really, really enjoy learning about all of these different composers, because sometimes we don't have the chance to do this in school. So it's a real positive of home learning that we'll all be able to look at that. And we can do the same with our siblings, and we can share it as a family as well. So have a fantastic day. Enjoy your maths. Enjoy your English, and have a fab time with your music as well, year 6. And I will speak to you tomorrow. Okay, take care. Bye.